Somewhere in a monastery in 12th century France, a monk picked up a device that looked like a lute had mated with a clock. He turned a crank. The room filled with a sound that had never existed before. Part bagpipe, part fiddle, part something with no name yet. They called it the organistrum. And for the next 900 years, the world couldn't decide whether it was sacred or profane, noble or peasant, instrument or machine. This is its story. Before we go back in time, let's understand what we're actually looking at. The Hurdy Gurdy is a stringed instrument, but unlike a violin, where your bow moves back and forth, the Hurdy Gurdy uses a wheel. A rosined wooden wheel, turned by a hand crank, rubs continuously against the strings. That's your bow, that's your sound source, and it never stops. Inside the body, there are usually 3 types of strings. Melody strings, pressed by small wooden keys inside the keybox. These are how you play the tune. Drone strings. They're never fretted. They just hum, constantly, underneath everything else. That's the sound people describe as hypnotic or haunting, depending on your mood. And then, the trumpet. A special string with a loose bridge that when the crank accelerates, buzzes rhythmically. It's a built-in percussion section. One instrument, 3 sonic layers, all from turning a handle. Medieval engineers were not playing around. The first clear depiction of the Hurdy Gurdy appears in the Hortus Deliciarum, a 12th century encyclopedia compiled by a German abbess named Herod of Landsberg. In the image, 2 men operate a single instrument together. One turns the crank, one plays the keys. Because the early version, the organistrum, was so large that it required 2 people. It wasn't a folk instrument yet. It lived in churches. It was used to teach monks how to sing plain chant, its drone providing a steady pitch reference, like a tuning fork that sang. For about 200 years, it was a serious, sacred object. And then, something happened. It got smaller. By the 13th century, luthiers had miniaturized the organistrum into something one person could carry and play alone. They called it the Symphonia. And the moment it became portable, it became dangerous. Because portable instruments don't stay in monasteries. They go to markets, to taverns, to places the church couldn't control. By the 14th and 15th centuries, the Hurdy Gurdy had made a journey that would have horrified its monastic inventors. It was now the instrument of goliards, wandering scholars, and defrocked priests who used it to play satirical, sometimes obscene songs in public squares. It was in the hands of lepers who played it to warn people of their approach. It was played by blind beggars, by traveling entertainers, by people at the absolute margins of medieval society. The church noticed. Theologians who had once praised the organistrum now denounced its descendant as an instrument of vice, a machine of low company, an embarrassment. And so, for roughly 200 years, from the 1400s to the 1600s, the Hurdy Gurdy largely disappeared from the historical record. Not because people stopped playing it, but because the people who were playing it weren't the kind of people who got written about. Then came France, and the French aristocracy's remarkable tendency to romanticize poverty. In the early 1700s, something strange happened at the court of Louis XIV and the XV. The nobility, bored of harpsichords and viols, became obsessed with pastoral fantasy. They dressed as shepherds, they played at being peasants, they built fake farms on palace grounds, and in this mood of aristocratic cosplay, they rediscovered the Hurdy Gurdy. Suddenly, the instrument that had accompanied lepers and beggars was being played in Versailles. Luthiers scrambled to make refined, decorated versions, with inlaid marquetry, carved scrollwork, ivory keys, instruments worth more than a peasant's house. Composers wrote for it, Vivaldi wrote sonatas for it, Handel referenced it, Charpentier included it in suites. The French even gave it a new, dignified name, viellaro, wheel viol. For about 60 years, the Hurdy Gurdy was fashionable, almost prestigious. And then the revolution came, and everything that reminded people of aristocratic whimsy went out of style. The Hurdy Gurdy fell again. It never fully died. In rural France, in the Berry and Auvergne regions, folk musicians never stopped. The vielle survived in village dances called bourrées, in harvest songs, in wedding music that hadn't changed in centuries. In Hungary and Ukraine, variants of the wheel fiddle persisted under different names. In the 20th century, the folk revival movements in Europe and North America brought the Hurdy Gurdy to new ears. Rock musicians discovered the drone. Electronic producers sampled the timbre. Today, there are more Hurdy Gurdy players alive than at any point in the last 300 years. Builders in France, the US, Germany, and Spain are making instruments. Online communities teach technique. Players tour internationally. The instrument that was condemned by the church, abandoned by aristocrats, and forgotten by historians is back. And if you listen carefully, beneath the drone, beneath the mechanical hum of the wheel, you can hear 900 years of survival. Every culture on Earth made music. Most of those instruments have been forgotten. The Hurdy Gurdy almost was. Next week, we're traveling to West Africa to find an instrument so old, ethnomusicologists believe it may be the ancestor of the banjo. Most people have never seen one. Almost no one plays it. Its name is the akonting. Subscribe so you don't miss the next lost sound. Here is your bonus. Listen to modern folk music played on Hurdy Gurdy. We will never disappoint you.
On the path, stone on my boots, a torch in my hand and a name with no root. The clans moved on when the ravens came low. I follow the north wind through ash and snow. Hear that low wheel turn under the hill. Hear the old vow burn, sharp and still. Misty mountain, call my name. Misty mountain, call my name. We are the old blood, we are the flame. Misty mountain, hold the gate. Misty mountain, hold the gate. We walk together through the gray of fate. with the foxfire gleam. Old queens wept gold in a broken dream. A child touched the heart by the black oak beam, and the dead world stirred like a river upstream. Hear that low wheel turn under the hill. Hear the old vow burn, sharp and still. Misty mountain, call my name. Misty mountain, call my name. We are the old blood, we are the flame. Misty mountain, hold the gate. Misty mountain, hold the gate. We walk together through the gray of from the frost-bound vale, oh rise! Let the wild wind wail. No crown remains, no tower stands, only drum and breath and joining hands. Misty mountain, call my name. Misty mountain, call my name. We are the old blood, we are the flame. Misty mountain, hold the gate. Misty mountain, hold the gate. We walk together through the gray of Misty mountain, sing it low. Misty mountain,